Here we are at the drag strip. Friday afternoon. We only let the Dodges in from 3 to, I think, 5:30. And you can see there's a few here. Here's John Spiva. He's from Portland. He road races that car and does real well. He's been a national champion in his little GLH. So, hey, what's this? Huh, it's a regular Omni from California. Anyway, we've got Shelby down there, a couple of Daytonas, IROCs. Here's a Spirit RT, real pretty car. There's a Lancer Shelby, a little CSX, and then here's a Dodge GLHS on the end. Okay, we got a Spirit RT and a IROC Daytona. Here we are, Speed World Drags. Ooh, hole shot or red light, no? RT's got them. What kind of times are running here? A little dusty. What's he got? 1534, 1610, or 70?
Right lane goes the wing right.
Oops.
Both cars staged.
Shelby GLHS.
Chris Wright in the right, no pun intended. Right lane, very right.
All right, that's Chris Wright. He's the guy that organizes.
Double dot charge and may return to the starting line whenever you are ready. Right lane, 1539 at 99 miles an hour.
Not too bad. That's good. Okay, there's a Spirit in the Daytona again. Daytona was sleeping at the light. I mean the Spirit. So you gonna pull him?
1578 at 88 in the left lane, 1558. 5 at 84.63. That's time. Chattered the tires, I think, have shut off. Tire side is the red machine. We apologize, we're not going to be able to give you the names because we won't have them in the computer. But then everybody knows who everybody is, right? 500.
No way.
1514, 90 miles an hour, 90.98 in the left lane. And the white car is time 1675, 83.35. Pair of Omnis. Boom stage action on the power side. Because of the reaction times, only 8 thousandths apart. Right lane gets their first 1476 at 93 miles an hour. The left lane 1665 at 85 miles an hour. Four and 6 respectively. The first number always the left lane. Spinning them front wheels. Looks weird.
This Daytona here, SDAC California, yeah, roadway, yeah. It's got every option on it. It's got that color seat with the air pumps and thighs and all that.
You know what that damn option costs? $450.
All that crap on it.
Turbo One system like yours, you know how you hit all your hoses down the farm? He just got old tailpipe.
A little dark, but there's John Spiva on the right. He's never drag raced before. He does a lot of autocross. Oh no, he's not. was tempting you guys to run the car, but I just can't risk it. What do we got? What do we got? 1477 and 1565. Oops. Beer ran 1460 last time, so let's see what he does this time. Oh, he bogged it. I think he bogged it. See what he runs. Screen isn't the best. 1440, that's better.
1490 at 96 miles an hour.
Hey, a silver GLH. Oh, this is Brock Yates' car. This is Sun drives it on it.
Look at this, folks. 0.005 reaction time in the left lane. Killer light of the night.
What did he run? God, I can't read it. 1466.
Doesn't matter, they're just going down the track, see what the car's going to run.
Looking good.
No trophy brackets tonight, just a $10 gamble, and time only runs for everybody. That looks good this time.
Good run.
Ducks there.
Tires from smoking, just as fire. Turbo machine. Air density better than it was earlier. 14.
Well, I talked to the guy like. Yeah.
Probably in the low 70s now. It's going up to about 90 today. Got some people, a couple from Washington State, Oregon, I guess, some other areas.
5, get there at 6 or quarter to 6. How long does the car show up? It's kind of an earlier crowd. It's an older crowd. Nice car.
Doug? Yeah. Do we have any good parts and pieces laying out on the table yesterday?
Oh yeah, the Texas.
You to land a roll ring, which is the good stuff. Yeah. But that's going to be on an exchange. You got to yank your rolling off.
Oh,
So we're going to put the thing.
Just hang on to where you staying at the motel.
Yeah.
All right, we'll get it back at the motel. I've got no way to take it now.
You're videotaping me in Strife here?
I am. This is the guy that made my computer.
I'll smart you pretty soon. Oh, you're already
You want to ask Doug Mills what the event is?
$8 it could be yours.
This is a Shadow that never had a 16 valve head in it. That does. The whole
That
engine.
sounds like a deal.
SCCA.
Yeah. And I think that's where that myth can go away, is that you start using the synthetic, you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. Flushing out particles.
Right.
The synthetic over the natural is that the heat doesn't form the...
And this is my car. Hopefully, when I leave, it looks exactly the same as this. It doesn't get smashed.
First thing we got to do is we got to get our own act together. We got to do our own pack. We'll find out how we're going to work with instructors, and how many of you are absolute novices, and special. A conducive track for any of you that might be novices. So you just need to be safe. You won't have to worry about being sorry. Let's start tech on all the cars that are going to be out there on the track, all lined up, coming this way. If you get a little bit out of hand, I'm not interested in anybody out here trying to impress my instructors or myself. If you get out of hand, then you'll come and you'll talk to me. You'll decide whether you stay on this track or not, because I have that power to take you off the track. Or I'll take you out there with me and show you how it really could be driven, okay? And you might not have enough slipperiness in your pants when we get finished to continue the day, okay? You might have to just keep that in the back of your gray band. Now, we want to make sure that all the wheel torque is at 90 foot-pounds. Basic rough estimate on most of the front-wheel drive cars is 42 on the front, 30, 32 on the ass. Depends how the car feels out there. While we're out there in the red group, there is absolutely no passing of any kind. Now, the instructors are going to take you out. I'm going to need a couple trucks. Do we have any trucks here at all?
I have a 4-horse sedan.
Where we can get some people in the back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got 3 people in the back.
And how many actual students are going to be out here driving? How many do we have? We got how many? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay.
You want to see who has never driven before? I know.
And out of that 12, who has never ever been out on a sports car track?
All drivers, your presence is required at the drivers' meeting
Half of
now.
you are really novices. Okay. All right, John, you
If anybody doesn't have any air, I have an air pump. If they don't have any air.
Initially, I'd like for you to put 42 in the front, 32 in the rear, somewhere in that vicinity. And we'll play as we build speed out there. Maybe you might want to drop the ass down to 30. Keep that front at 42. Don't look at tire pressures once you get the tire heated. That's strictly a cold temperature all the time. Don't ever compare what your tires go too hot. Only hot things that you're going to do with your tires if you got a temp probe, where you're going to do thermal temps of your tires. Okay, that's where you see if your alignment, your tire pressure is really on the money.
Yeah, like he says, if you start out at 32 in the back and you dribble for it, it'll be up to like 40.
Oh yeah, it'll
don't
your front
raise
tires.
it down, or don't lower it down to 32 again. If you want to lose 2 pounds, go from 40 to 38, and then leave it there.
Yeah, because you'll see sometimes a build up to 50 in fronts. So don't go bleeding off tire pressure. All right, my instructors are going to be John Spiva. Where else am I? Rod Dazal right there. Where else are we? John Johnson
All
over here.
drivers,
Barry Miles.
your presence is required at the drivers'
All
lounge
decent.
now.
I guess we better attend.
Are we supposed to attend?
Yeah, we probably need to go up there and see what their rules are. So all the students need to go up there and sit in the driver's lounge and listen to what the rules are of this particular course. You concentrate and you duplicate your hands in imaginary air where his hands are. Okay? I want you to do that. You're going to look dumb out there doing this stuff. We're going to play charades, okay? But how he moves his hands, okay, is how I want you to move your hands. The rest of you guys, I want somebody to double up. Okay? You're going to have a double up in the car for just a tad. But you novices are going to ride with these gentlemen right here. Now, if we have a problem, then I'll ride with you, or they think there's going to be a problem. You drive this course a little bit different than rear-wheel drive. We're going to be out there by ourselves, so you don't have to follow a rear-wheel drive car. A front-wheel drive car normally takes the apex a little bit earlier than you do a rear-wheel drive car. Okay? The only time you touch the brakes on any car is when you're in a straight line. You don't brake or trail brake into the corner. That's for me to do, not you guys yet. Even you experienced people don't trail brake. Okay? And the one thing that you don't want to do, and you see it all the time on TV, is compression braking. And what that is where you go into the gear, that's the next lowest one down of what you're in now, to go into a corner, and you let the engine compression brake down. That's not the way you sports car drive. What that does is stretches connecting rods, and you got yourself a pile of debris coming out of the corner, called a broken motor, or whatever. When you go into a corner, you brake and you decel with brakes, not with engine compression. Nobody races cars by compression braking. That's TV crap, or movie stuff. Okay, you're going to use the brakes, and you'll learn how to use brakes out there in those instances. I want all the positive battery cables taped off before you get out there. All the cars should be tacked. 42 in the front, somewhere around 30, 32 in the ass. Okay? And you novices are going to ride with them for a couple laps, and then you're going to pull into the fast pits out here, and then you're going to switch seats. Okay? And he's going to ride with you, and he's going to stay with you until he feels that you need to get out, or he needs to get out, and he's going to come and tell me that. And I still might put somebody else with you for a short period of time. And I might keep somebody with you all damn day. So don't be offended by that. Okay? That's for your benefit, for your safety. You're not out here to impress me or any of my instructors, okay? Because these guys have got a hell of a lot of seat time, or I wouldn't have, said, here, I want you guys to teach from. So anyway, if they have a problem with you or whatever, they will come to me. And if I get one of the corners now to say you guys agriculture drove, okay? You know what agriculture driving is? It's called straw under your fenders and poop in your pants, okay? If that situation happens, you come in, regardless of who you're with, even if it's an instructor out there, and you explain to me why you went off course. And hey, John goes off course. You know, everybody here has gone off course before. But I want to look at the car, I want to make sure that it's okay, and I want to make sure, number one, that you're okay. Because there's got to be a lot of attitude settlement out there. When you drive, remember, earlier apexes, there's two chalk lines that I think they have showed you where they are. I want you to stay someplace in that proximity. Really, the way we should go out and do ground school, the way I teach my instructors that teach ground school, is we walk the course physically a couple times, just like the solo guys do. Physically walk this 1.5. And I physically walk you through every corner so you know where the car should be. We can't do that today. So we're just going to kind of go out there and play. So just be careful, be safe. The throttle cars are real quick coming off the corners. You're going to lose it real fast. There is some rubber laid down out there. But the two things I want you to remember is a little bit earlier apexes. I want you to remember hand positioning. And this is real important. You don't sit up there and you know that guy that's behind in a Chevrolet pickup truck that wants to pass you, or you see the white knuckles, you know, sitting there at 10 and 2. We don't drive 10 and 2 on sports car tracks. We're always thinking ahead. Where are we going to be? Not what we've done that was stupid, but where are we going to be? And when you're out there for an hour, 2 hours, it really gets tough. You think these Winston Cup guys are conditioned. These guys that run these oval tracks are not anywhere near what it takes to run a sports car track, because it takes a lot of stamina, a lot of strength. So we're going to utilize your bodies to where your muscles are strong enough. So if we're going to make a right-hand corner, okay, and always think ahead, what am I going into, a right-hander or a left-hander? You're going to be moving these hands in this type of position. If we're going into a right-handed corner, you're always going to put your hand, if it's a right-handed corner, at 2 o'clock and 7 o'clock. So when we turn the wheel, you've got the musculature of your bicep for strength to pull the wheel down. You follow me? You don't have to go hand over hand with any of this stuff. If your next corner is going to be a left-hander, you're going to switch hands and you're going to go up to 10 and 5. You instructors, watch that out there. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see any of this Chevrolet crap where I got white knuckles at 10 and 2. because that's what you have a tendency to do, or hands on spokes. If it's a straight ahead situation, and at the end of this straightaway is going to be a left-hander, like you're coming into turn 1 right here, you're going to set yourself up. You're going to put the left hand is going to be the hand that's going into that corner. You're going into a left-hand corner. So it's going to be a left-hander right here, okay, at 10 and 5, so that you can pull into that corner. And you're going to have a left-hander coming. Most of your corners are going to be left-handers because we're going counterclockwise. And occasionally you're going to switch those hands. No trail braking. I don't want to see any heel and toe stuff out there. These guys can do that if they want to impress you. But right now, no heel and toe, because you get your feet too much tangled up down there. I can heel and toe, you guys can't. Right now, do it like you normally drive on the street. And remember, no compression braking. All your braking is going to be in a straight line. Let the car come down on itself. The only time you're going to put the car into the next lower gear is when you're getting ready to accelerate out of that corner and speed up, not slow down. Everybody understand? Let's have fun, let's be safe. If you go off course, you come back in, even if you're with one of them. And even if one of them are with you, you come back in. Okay? Let me look at the car. Let me just talk to you for just a minute and see the circumstances and what happened. Let's have fun and let's be safe. Yes, yes.
One thing, when you're shifting your car, you're not drag racing. You're not at the drag strip where you have your hand on the shift knob all the way down the straightaway. As soon as you shift, get your hands back up on the wheels. I've been in too many cars with guys that are driving around the track, and they have their hand laying on their shifter, and they're trying to do a turn with one hand.
Excellent, very excellent.
As soon as you get done with your shift, it's back on the wheel. Your hands are always on the wheel.
You guys hit turn 11, which is the end, going back up on this straightaway. This is the time you monitor your gauges. You never look at a damn thing out there in that road course except when you're on that straightaway. Or you got a red light flashing you in the face for some unknown reason, and you're going to monitor your gauges. But you're not picking those or thinking about what you're going to do tonight with me or whatever. You hit turn 11 right there. The next corner that you're going to come around to is turn 1. And what is it? It's a left-hand corner. So those hands are going to go like that. That's the lead corner that you're going into next. From 11 all the way around to 1. Okay, that's the way you're going to come around that oval. That's the time you relax. That's the time you kind of reflect a little bit and just your hands are still sitting there, in that left-hand turn position. And kind of just work the fingers just a little bit. Get some circulation back into them, because, the first time you rode a motorcycle, you white-knuckled a motorcycle, right? You're going to lose all the circulation out of your hands. You'll feel it while you're out there. Believe me, when you're pushing that car, and these guys will have you pushing a little bit tighter, a little bit tighter.
Another caution, make sure the passenger doesn't put their arm up in the window. Keep it in. You have to roll the window up or slap the guy's hand.
You will get black flagged, and the instructors will get black flagged for any arms out the window. Easiest thing to do, and I have a hell of a time with Johnny over here. Them damn arms are out the window. I love him. I had to bring him in and black flag him at Topeka. Hey, John, goddammit, you put the hands in the windows. What's the rules here? Everything, both windows should be down. Anything SCCA, both windows are down. Both windows are down. Make sure if you're in control, that is your car, even though you got an instructor in there, that he is buckled up properly. You got shoulder belts, make sure everybody's buckled properly. Make sure your chin straps are up. Okay? You got to have chin straps up. Everybody that goes into those cars, you've got to have long pants. No short pants. You got to have long pants.
No passing per se.
Yes, no passing. I want no passing until he tells you to pass, or I come in and say, okay, it's time to pass. I'll let you pass. The only time you're going to pass is between turn 11 and turn 1. No passing on this road course. Okay? John?
Sir.
Anything?
Don't hit the wall.
Don't hit the wall. Roddy?
Don't hit the wall.
Don't hit the wall. John, anything else? Paulie? Brake in a straight line. Remember, don't brake at corners. You're going to go into it a little bit early. You're going to accelerate out a little bit before the center apex. Right where the apex is, that's when you're going to start coming out. And that's when you're going to put that car into the next gear, and you're going to accelerate, not decelerate, by compression braking. Because if you guys compression brake, that's the easiest way to tear an engine up. Don't do that. Christopher, they're yours. Right there,
sorry, natural male pattern balding.
Not balding, it's tall for me.
Right, right.
One of these forms.
Who's driving? Anybody wants to drive?
Drivers, fill out this form.
Fill this form out.
We're going with the instructors. You get all that shit straight.
Okay. Just go down the line and get it out. Make sure all the drivers fill it out.
But that's still, that's mind-boggling.
Same transmission.
555 trans, which is heavier duty transmission, and at least I'm assuming he left the transmission was in the car. When I put it in with the heavy duty transmission. That's what he told me he was going to do.
What does he do for a living?
Now he just graduated from college. He's been building these performance computers for people. So.
And that occupies him all day long?
Well, he says so. He's, I don't know, living in
oh, sorry.
New Mexico. I don't know. He's had a lot of people. Man, he's built some for me. His car, the '89 CSX, the roll cage. He's selling those things if anybody autocross, which I think is going to be $130. I don't have a CSX and do an autocross. The problem is most autocross in Salt Lake goes on Sundays, and I do other things on Sundays and go racing. They say that's one of the speed secrets to go faster around the corners is stiffening the car. These cars are actually I had this car when I had it, and he's taking the CSX2 wheels off it. When I had it, I took it.
It's like a mile and a half around. Anyway, we're just going in the hot pits now to pre-grid. Okay, well, we're next, I guess, on the track. Okay, there's a lineup of the cars. We're just about ready to go out. There's the Omni back there. Anyway. Looks like we got some a couple of other cars with our club going to be back there, Porsche and something, but you can see there's, I think there's about 11 of us that are going to be running, 11 or 12. So, anyway, we're about ready to go. So, looking forward to it. This first session is going to be real easy, just learning the line on the track.
Probably had